1 week ago, me and my partner Miriam released our first indie game on Steam. In this video, I'll tell you how the launch went and give you our sales figures 1 week after launch. My name is Lage, and this is Stig, Devlog 4. Stig is a 2D puzzle game where you play as this little purple character. The goal in the game is to move on a certain number of colored areas in the correct order. This is simple in the beginning, but when you progress through the game, more and more mechanics are introduced, allowing you to manipulate the world and changing your objective, making it trickier and trickier to solve the puzzles. We released the game on November 20th, and I thought I would walk you through the events of that day. We had taken the day off from work, which we usually do on Wednesdays to focus on game dev. So we spent the morning having breakfast in a cafe and going through our plan and making sure we had thought of everything and set our expectations for the launch. At this time we noticed we had 100 new followers on Blue Sky, which we attribute to being included in some starter pack that people can follow when they're new to the social media, which was great timing. More people to see our launch posts when the game was live. After making the plan, we went home and we played through the entire game. I played it with like an Xbox controller on the TV, Miriam played it with mouse and keyboard on her laptop, and we made sure we could reach all the achievements and try all the hidden secrets and look for any visual or audio little things that we could tweak, just making sure the game was as good as it could be for the launch. We found a few things, but nothing that couldn't be changed. But when we went to go and push those changes, when we'd fixed all the issues, we noticed the internet in our flat was down. We checked the router and it said like contact your internet service provider. So that was like also great timing for the launch. But we went with the mobile hotspot, Wi-Fi from our phone, and it did the trick. It worked well enough so we could push the changes and go live. When all the changes were fixed, we went and hit the green button. Been looking forward to that button press. We did it both at the same time, and the game was up. Then we listened to "Celebrate Good Times, Come On" for 10 minutes. It's a little stressful pushing that button. You're kind of in a certain vibe, heart's racing a little bit. So we went for a walk, clear our minds, and then we started making posts on all social media like Reddit, Twitter, Blue Sky, all of it, whatever we could think of. We made a little press release on the Steam page and on itch.io, just like every channel, just pump it out there. And that was it basically. It's a weird feeling. You're all excited, but then nothing happens the first minute unless you're a big game, I suppose. So it's it's empty, but it's happy, and it's nervous, but you can't do anything. It was weird. And then the rest of the day we kept hitting the refresh key on that Steam sales chart, and it increased a little throughout the day. So that was good. It was not a huge zero when we went to bed. So we're happy with that. So we are now a week out from launch, and we have sold 86 units in total. We have 6 Steam reviews, all of which are positive, so that's good. And we have 3 refunds, which I guess is to be expected. I would actually have expected it to be higher, so I'm happy it's not 86 refunds. It's 3, it's okay, I feel. And we have a gross revenue of $396. And this is before taxes and before the 30% Steam cut. I expect us to get around $200 maybe out of that. It's a little hard to say because we're not in the US, so I don't know how taxes work and all that, but we'll see when the first check arrives, I suppose. It's not a huge amount, it's not quit your job, obviously, but for a hobby and for 1 week, I'm happy with it. We set our goals really low in the beginning, if we make 2 sales to random people online, we should be happy with that. And we've surpassed that by miles, so in that sense, it's good. It's a niche genre too, so I don't know exactly what to expect. The wishlist count for the game also increased to 1,106 compared to the 1,040 that we had when we launched. So that's almost 100 new wishlists. And that's also something I've heard you can expect when launching a game. I don't know why, but I guess some people notice it that hadn't before and they want to wait for a sale or something. Which is also a thing we've noticed. We have at this time a 5% conversion rate of wishlist to sales. And I think this is probably due to the fact that we didn't have a launch sale. We didn't have a launch sale because we thought we will sell the game for $5 and we think it's worth $5 and that's the money we're gonna charge for it is what we thought. But we realize now that a lot of people do wait for a sale. And we're like, if they want to wait, then sure, we're not in a hurry. But now thinking to the whole, you need 10 reviews to get picked up by the algorithm thing, it would probably have benefited us to have a launch sale, to get as many conversions as we can early and not have a lot of people. Like I said, 5% wishlist conversion rate means 95% of our wishlists have not bought the game yet. A lot of them are probably just people like on social media being nice, like wishlisting as a form of help to the algorithm kind of thing. And we appreciate that, of course, that's cool. But still, we would have thought it would be a little bit higher and maybe a launch sale would have helped with that. So far, we've had one person find a lot of bugs. Not a lot, like a few, but low priority ones. But this person was thorough and we really appreciate that. It was like a lot of nice things that we should fix. And we also got some suggestions from our reviewers saying this is what would make the game even better. And they were also really reasonable things. So we're working on like a bug fix and quality of life update. So far we've made it so that when you change the color brightness slider, the background of the menu fades out so you can actually see the change that you're making by changing the slider. We've also added profiles, so you can have 3 different save profiles in the game. And we've added a skip level button. If you get stuck, you can skip. And we took an inspiration from Mind Over Magnet, the Game Maker's Toolkit game, on that one, giving it a timer. So you can't skip right away if you're just impatient. You have to like kind of try. We set it to 5 minutes. I think that's reasonable. Like if you don't want to play the level, after 5 minutes you can skip. We're gonna finish the rest of the quality of life stuff and the bugs, and we'll probably have a new deployment ready for this weekend sometime, maybe Sunday. Not sure exactly, but we're hoping to get it done by the weekend. So that's it for now. We're happy with the launch. It went well. It could have been a complete dumpster fire and it wasn't, so that's good. And for a hobby, I think the sales figures are okay. If we're lucky, it's like a slow burn. Maybe we get some more in the future. And we'll get that update done soon. If you played Stig, please review it on Steam. Like I said, we only have 6 reviews at this point, and we really appreciate if you give us one. It helps with the algorithm and stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Lage, signing out. Peace.